Hey up, alright there. What I've just picked up from Lidl. This is from Lidl, this. I've took it out of the box. I'll fetch it across in a minute, but you need to focus on some. I don't know if it's focusing quite right there. 1.25 kilogram. 1.2 kilogram. Hang on, pots are burning me here. Streuselkuchen crumble cake. Custard egg pie, I call that. Egg custard with crumble on top. So have a look at the old ingredients there. There might be quite a bit of this. Weighs an absolute ton. Got a racketing background here. Cooking something nice. Something new from Lidl. Short crust pastry. 56% custard filling. 16 crumble topping. Who don't like an egg custard? £3.99 this cost. Let's get nitrogen in here. £3.99 for 1.25 kilogram of egg custard pie. Is it quality or is it quantity? Well, I'm going to give it a crack for that weight right there. Right, let's put it over there. Let's get it out. Let's get it out. Hang on. Weighs an absolute ton here. It's frozen, remember? It's really heavy, that. Let's hope she zooms in, because you need to see this here. Lovely. Crumble there. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Should be time to get tape measure out. Where is it? Tape measure. That looks to me like a good 1.5 inches. Yeah, 1.5 inches, including crumble. Width just over 9.25 inches. Right. Look at the sheer size of this. It does weigh a lot. Now you see all that egg custard in there. We hope it's going to be as good as it looks. $3.99. Now it says defrost for 6 hours or throw it in the oven. I think it says 40 minutes, doesn't it? Have a look here. Hang on a minute. It says there. Defrost before 4 hours. Defrost it's room temperature for 6 hours, it says. Now if I did that round here, it'd still be frozen next week. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it defrost on side, and I have every intention to put it in oven to warm it through when it's defrosted. So, because I think it'll taste better warmed up. So I'll come back when it's defrosted there. Right, it hasn't been 6 hours, it's been 24 hours. I've had this in fridge for 24 hours. Well, I'm assuming it's fully defrosted. Assuming it is. Real heavy, that. Question is, quality or quantity? We all know what we want. Quality. Right, have a listen. Very soft. No crunchiness from that crumble. I might have to cook it. I think I'm going to try a slice cold. I'm going to cut it in fours and then again. Let's have a look. Very interesting, this bit, innit? Let's get it in there. Bit of a mess. Really stodgy, this, you know. So I can lift it up. There is a bit of greaseproof paper underneath. Very thin, of course. I don't think I can lift it. It's too big, that. Too big, this. Cut that one in half again. You can slide one out. Yeah, it's there. Look, cardboard slid out. Let's have a look here. Real mess. Bit of a crunch on that bit. I'm going to have to get another plate out here. Let's have a plate out here. Big Bertha gets a big plate for a piece. That's right. Good mess. Let's have a look here. See that egg there, alright. That egg custard. She's zooming in alright, and she should do, because there's no tint way. Have a look here. Look at that depth. Really is heavy, this. Move it out of the way and have a look at Get messy. Tore it, throw it down there. Have a look at this one, and a bit more. I'm going to try it cold. It's thoroughly defrosted. I'm going to try it cold. And if it's no good, I'm going to stick it in air fryer. Now, I've given that air fryer a good clean out, so there's no oils in there from fish, chips, sausage, bacon, whatever it is there. And it's all, get rid of all that oil, so it doesn't interfere with this. Let's cut a bit off. I am actually hoping that egg custard there tastes like vanilla slice. If that tastes like vanilla slice, it's a jackpot right there and there. Right. Quite bright, isn't it? Not just camera. It's just camera. Right, I'm going to have a cracky. Quality or quantity? I'm going for custard. I'm just going to take this crumble off at the top. It's interfering with that custard there. Very stodgy, but I think baked up, that'll be alright, that. It's going to go firm, that'll be alright, that. I'm going for this custard again now. It's all about that custard. No, it's not tasting like custard. It's not tasting like custard at all. This is a fraud, this. Could be my sense of taste. So I'm going to take a bit more, just the custard again. We all know what custard tastes like. That paste is really engaging everywhere. And they must have different custard in Germany. Is that how it's made? It's German, isn't it, obviously? It's not like an English custard, a British custard. I need to get rid of all this. Because it really is interfering. I'm struggling to get it out. Because it's not only is it's not the texture of custard. It doesn't taste like custard neither. No, crumble's in it again. I am going to cook it. It's very stodgy, but there's no custard taste there at all. It's more vanilla. It's vanilla flavour. It's not a custard texture. It's not a custard taste. It's very strong on vanilla. The texture, very stodgy. I'm really struggling here to get any flavour but vanilla out of that. But it isn't custard as we know it. It isn't custard as we know it, Jim. That pastry out there. That pastry's nice. I expect that to go nice and crispy cooked. So I'm going to cut the video off here and this crumble. And I'm going to cook a slice, just a big slice in air fryer there. Come back when it's done. I think it'll be a million times better in air fryer. Right, back in a minute. Well, it'll be a minute for you. I think that's sufficient amount of time on there. Wait, there she is. There it is. It's been cooking for a good 12 minutes there, about 160. Get her out. That's from the old one. Oh, you bloody idiot. Burnt my arm on air fryer there. That, I was saying, from the one I'd left on side. I'm not throwing it all away. What's what you doing here? Nut. Here she is. Really crisped her off. Let me just put it down a minute when I put this back. Just put it on for 1 minute. Just before it finished at 200 degrees. Get that. crumble crispy now there. Let's have a good look, You see where it's cooked, alright? Look at this crumble. Out it all collapsing down. Yeah, that's off the one I tried. Just put that on top. I'm going to be wasting nothing unless it's no good. Right. My mint tea rigged up here. Let's have a bit of mint tea before we start. Ah, nice that. Right. Let's better that side and a bit of a burner there. Not to worry about. Trying to get a bit of a crunch. Have a listen. Crunchy on outskirts there. There is a bit of salivation going off here. Get that knife out of the way. Look at that texture there. She's going to zoom in there. It's over there, isn't it? I get it on the wrong side. It worked over that side yesterday. Not today. There it is, look. I'm not going to go for it. Well, suppose I better go for that first. That's what it's all about. That's what you bought it for, the custard. Bit of steam coming out of that. Let's have a... Oh, she zoomed in there. Let's have a little taste there. The custard actually melts away in your mouth. The stodginess has gone. It's that flavour. I just can't get my mouth around that flavour. It reminds me of something. It's very light now, that flavour. When it was cold, it was like a nice strong vanilla flavour. Overpowering, actually. But it's something else now it's warmed up. It just literally, as soon as you put the custard in your mouth, it literally just melts away. It disappears. There's no depth to it whatsoever. When it was stodgy, when it's cold, it just melts, literally disappears in your mouth. It melts away. Now, let's try this. I'm going to try that back end pastry there, because that should be spot on, that. You see how crispy crunchy that is there? You see? See if it tastes it. Very crunchy. We've got a massive overrider on that pastry. And you know what I'm going to say here, alright? Sugar. You've got a nice light crispy pastry, but it's heavily sugared. First thing that's going to hit you as soon as you get used to that crispy crunchy is sugar. A lot of sugar in this. There's a lot of sugar in that pastry. Let's try that crumble there. Obviously we know it's same as side there, but it's a different texture. Yeah. That ain't crispy, and well, it's crispy and crunchy, but it's also stodgy and it sticks to your teeth. Really welds to your teeth, that crumble. The crumble's a welder. The pastry itself is a sugar. Try that base, because I'll tell you what, it ain't looking good here. The base obviously got a little bit of crispiness where it's cooked, and it just goes stodgy. But it's overriding with sugar again. Right, we're going back to the old custard. Right, we know what custard tastes like in UK. We know what custard tastes like in Ireland. We know what custard tastes like in America. But they don't know what it tastes like in Germany. That isn't custard. There's a flavour there. I just can't define it. It reminds me of something. My memory's not engaging here. welds away the crumble on top, welds to your teeth. The pastry is crispy and crunchy, but it's full sugar, it's full on. The so-called custard, it isn't custard. It is not, never will be custard. It's vanilla-y and something else in there. I said it before, I'm going to say it again because I'm going to finish it in a minute. Cold, it's very stodgy and very strong vanilla flavour. Hot, it just literally melts away in your mouth. It disappears. There's no texture to it whatsoever. And there's another flavour in it. I just can't get my head around it. I don't think I want to get another slice out. It's in fridge. It won't be staying in that fridge. It'll probably come to me in another video in 3 days, and if it does, I'll put a short on for it. That flavour. It's vanilla and something else. It's very, very light, this other flavour. It just comes in as it disappears, melts away. It comes in on back end. It's not vanilla. It's something else. If you like a lot of sugar, you'll like this. I don't. I like a lot of sugar. It's a short crust pastry base with 56% custard flavoured filling. It's not saying it's custard, it's saying it's custard flavoured filling. It says custard. So part of me picking it up, I expected that to be a custard tart or hopefully a vanilla slice custard. None of them. It's not nice at all. It's too much sugar in it. And custard flavoured. So look at these sugars here. It's heavily sugared, this. There is it. There. Of which sugars? Let's move it out a bit. I'm trying to read it with my eyes now. 28.2 grams per 100 gram. Let's call that 30% sugar. Well, that makes perfect sense. Once you've got that crispy crunch of the pastry, instantaneously, as soon as you get that lovely texture, that sugar flies at you. Yeah. It's too sweet. And whatever that filling is in custard, I won't be buying it again. I'm not going to waste a minute's electricity airing that up in air fryer. I'm not going to eat it cold, even though the texture's better cold because it's stodgy. Technically a little bit like custard, but it's strongly vanilla flavour. Warmed up, I'm not getting the vanilla as much. There's some other flavour coming at me, and I just can't pinpoint it. I'm not going to eat no more. There's too much sugar in that. It's going to have to go in bin. And the old adage says, quality is always better than quantity. And I bought this for quantity. £4 wasted. If you like sugar and fake custard, just for you, with welding crumble on top, because it will weld to your teeth. Really welds to your teeth. That's terribly bad. I'm going to give this. Nice mint tea there. I'm going to give this minus £4 out of my pocket. That's what this is. Won't be buying that again. Right. Cheerio there. Waste of £4.